7 months after the ongoing border drill on partial closure of the Nigerian borders, seizure of goods and petroleum products worth over 7.3 billion naira has so far been recorded. Now, this is according to a statement released by the Office of the National Security Advisor coordinating the exercise. However, a visit to Seme border paints a picture of frustration of some Nigerians whose goods are trapped within the country's border. The first thing you notice upon arriving Seme border is a loss of network signal. All the cell sites are down and cannot power up due to the strict procedure involved in getting fuel to and or within a 20-kilometer radius of the border. Frustration sets in. For those who are familiar with this area, commerce is at an all-time low. Very few human and vehicular activities. The border drill involved in the enforcement of the partial border closure is made up of several security agencies, including the Police Border Patrol, led by Chief Superintendent of Police, Moses Ogechi. They are on their usual morning brief and parade. Their operation is to make sure nothing passes through the border that shouldn't, thereby ensuring a change of fortune for Nigerian farmers.
The border is fashioned in such a way that it could maintain security, because by the left we have the we have the Atlantic Ocean, which is not easy for smuggling. By the right you have mangroves and creeks that is not very easy for people to penetrate for smuggling. For that reason, many travelers have always seen Seme, my two route, as one of the best, on the ground that it is peaceful, it is easier to maneuver. Forget about that, at a point in time there were this problem of the miscreants at the border town, which the last two controllers, Mohammed Aliu and Mohammed Oba, came in when they started the perimeter fencing. They stopped that. What we have here is concealment and not smuggling. On the issue of security, I don't think there's any record of a recent time of arms and ammunition seizure. This is a fact. Those who served here as former commanders have served in Bayelsa State. Even the present Bayelsa State Commissioner of Police is from here. Uche Anozie was a former commander here. We have Kimo, who is now retired, also served here. So here has produced the best. It is like midwifing. Any officer from the border patrol that served here, I think the sky should be the limit. And right now, I think I want to doff my hat for the present commander.
According to the release by the Office of the National Security Advisor coordinating the exercise, 697 illegal migrants have been arrested, while seizures include 86,602 50 kg bags of rice, 695 bags of NPK fertilizer, 1,172 vehicles, and several thousands of liters of PMS in jerry cans, drums, and trucks, with a total value estimated at 7.3 billion naira. While the government counts its gains, the blessings, the profits of the partial border closure, it will appear the story is not the same for some of the citizens whose goods are stuck here.
So in summary, we say there are losers and there are winners from the border closure policy. For those businesses that are into the production of things like rice, for instance, for those in the production of poultry products, vegetable oil, sugar, and the like, the report we have is that it has benefited them tremendously because the demand for their products has increased significantly. Many of them have been smiling through the banks. And I must say that even for some segments of the manufacturing sector, it has also benefited them. Because some of them have been having challenges with the smuggling of products that compete with them. And many of these products are smuggled through the land borders. So it has impacted positively on their bottom line. But the flip side is that for quite a number of businesses that also do legitimate transactions across the border, it has been a nightmare for them. We have a number of manufacturing companies that export to the West African sub-region. Many of them have products listed on the ETLS, ECOWAS Trade Liberalization Scheme, which presupposes that you can trade freely in such products across the sub-region. For those segments of businesses, it has been very difficult because they have been denied the benefits of the markets in the sub-region.
Yeah, we can comment to see, we can see everywhere.
This clearing agent, whose office had been shut since the partial border pronouncement, explains his predicament.
It's just as if you are doing your legitimate business and government say this time you are forced to close your door. We have not been doing anything. Everybody have been thrown into the labor market. And you can see my office. It shows you what we are going through here. Fueling our car to come out to the border to know what is happening is a problem. We have written several letters. We are not writing letter for government to open the border, no. But we are writing letter for government to have mercy for the citizens that have paid duty on majority of their consignment here. Collected gate pass. I have some of them in my car. Collected gate pass. But unfortunately, the sudden closure of the border has stopped everything. Examination has been conducted, but unfortunately, they couldn't go. For them to come up and allow these things to go, set up a body, evacuate them, because this belongs to Nigerians, not Benenua any longer. So if you are punishing Benenua, or who we support, because your neighbor, you can't choose it. It's a force by anybody God give you as a neighbor. Whatever character the person is having is bound to be with you. But your own citizens that voted you in, consider them. Millions upon millions have been damaged there. And if you know, by the time they will say borders should go, there's going to be police and problem. Majority of our colleagues have died. What is the problem that is coming up? Dumorage every day is 40,000 cedis. That's 25,000 naira per day times 6 months. We know what it is. It's even more than what some of the goods in each of the truck. How will the owner be able to pay and still get this good to Lagos and make profit?
The frustration mounts for those who have become stranded and have made the border area their homes.
Some people say that government said they are bringing illegal goods or some of the contrabands and other things. If they like, let them do 100% examination. We are ready.
Man, we dey ready. Make them kill us a better. That them keep us for here. We will need to return back. So as far as we don't go forward, we are return where we from.
While the operation continues under the supervision of the Office of the National Security Advisor, one of the components of the border drill is the Nigeria Customs Service. The acting controller of the SEMA area clears the air on the power of his personnel to carry out certain functions, which include raiding of premises, warehousing items suspected to be contrabands.
This is the SEMA. The SEMA is talking about, this is a Nigerian Customs Service Management Act, Cap C45, Law of the Federation of Nigeria, that's LFN 2004. Just like I told you, if you want even the section, you can see the section. This is 147, power to search premises. 148, power of officers to search licensed premises. This is 149, power to search vehicles and ships. When you go to 150, this is 150, power to search persons. That's like you. If I have any intelligence, information on you, and I verify my sources, I'll just stop you and search you. So this is it. You go to court, I have my reasons. I don't need to carry any warrant. I should be there. Just like I said, perpetual. Even your vehicles, if there's anything inside your vehicle carried, that's why we have all this conveyance. Then 169 is telling us that we now, even the conveyance should be perpetuated. Should be here, see 169. Perpetual of ships, etc. used in connection with goods liable for, so these are the powers.
As the security agencies continue to watch over the borders, those hit by its partial closure appeal to the federal government to fine-tune their operations and explore avenues to soothe their pains. Don't forget, you could always be part of Eyewitness Report on Channels Television by simply taking shots of events around you and uploading to our Eyewitness platform, which you can find in the Channels TV app. So get to your app stores and download the Channels TV app, launch and swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu, and then upload your stories. For now, let's see what you already posted for the week.
Our first eyewitness video shows where a man pulls a gun on a staff of Abuja Electricity Distribution Company who was out for a revenue drive. Our eyewitness says the incident took place in the Boso area of Minna, Niger State. While he calls for an investigation into the matter, he urges distribution companies to do the needful before demanding for bills to be paid. Next is the video of an uncovered manhole on the Idumota Bridge area in Lagos. Our eyewitness says this is a death trap and as such should be looked into as fast as possible before lives are lost.
Thank you, and do keep them coming. Don't forget, you can be the change you seek in others and make all the difference in your community. Start shooting and start posting those pictures and videos. Till next week, I'll keep my eyes on you. Bye-bye.